another question about discernment. How does a Christian parent discern, is this Christian school that I'm sending my child to, is this teaching a biblical worldview? Or is this a secular worldview with maybe a religion class that's a part of the curriculum?
There are too many schools that have different subjects like wash on the line, a shirt and a history shirt and a math shirt and a science shirt, and then they add chapel. There's chapel or there's a Bible class. And we've wanted to have all subjects taught as parts of an integrated whole with the scriptures at the center. So the scriptures are authoritative in the science class. The scriptures are authoritative in the math class. The scriptures are authoritative in the history class. And that would be one of the questions to ask when you're checking a school out. Say, what difference does it make in the math class that Jesus rose from the dead? Now, if that question has never occurred to the people who are running the school, that's a danger sign, right? A school ought to say, Jesus rose from the dead, and therefore we teach math this way.
Yes, that's really helpful. And math in particular, just because people think, oh, there's going to be no distinction between.
Yeah, but let me give, the math is an easy one to illustrate. So if I'm a Hindu, how can 2 and 2 equal 4 if all is one? Two is an illusion. Four is an illusion, right? All is one, right?
Interesting.
Okay, now you can't say, well, everybody knows that 2 and 2 make 4. Well, no, worldview matters, right? Worldview matters. So if Christians believe that God is one God in 3 persons, we have unity and plurality together, equal ultimacy of the one and the 3. Okay?
Yeah.
And so in pagan thought, it's either Parmenides, which is monism, all is one, or it's Heraclitus, where it's 10 tons of confetti dumped into an F5 tornado, and everything is just chaotic, right? And a tornado is even too organized. It's more chaotic than that.
Yeah.
So it's either Parmenides or Heraclitus, and so Christians ought to say, well, where can I learn about form and freedom together? Where can I learn about unity and plurality together? The universe is a Christian concept, just like a university is a Christian invention. Mm-hmm. All right, there's a principle of integration, the Lord Jesus Christ, and then there are all these subjects. But if you don't have an arche, if you don't have an integrating principle like Christ, it's just going to be one thing after another. And so modern universities aren't universities at all. They're multiversities.
Yes.
Right? The people in the science department don't have anything to do with the people in the English department. The people in the English department have nothing to do with the people in ag econ. It's just different subjects, and there's no way of tying it all together. In the medieval period, the high medieval period when the universities were developed, that was because of the lordship of Christ. And you can't take Christ away and keep a university, nor can you take Christ away and keep a universe. There is no una.
So let me ask you a little bit more about math.
All right.
So from a secular worldview, would they teach, 2 + 2 = 4 because this is one of the accidents of the universe and this just happens to be the case?
Right.
And a Christian would say 2 + 2 = 4 because the universe has been designed by God and has been made rational because it has a rational creator.
Right.
So that seems like a pretty fundamental distinction or difference.
Profound difference, yes. And the secularists can't account for why the math works on certain things. Why is there a correspondence between this mathematical formula and what's happening out in the world?
And you don't have to say that every time you do a math equation, right? Because God created the world rationally, but it undergirds the way. It undergirds
the whole thing, and it should come up for kids in a Christian school. It should come up with some regularity. Isn't this great? Isn't God be praised?
Yes.
Look, it's 4. It turns out.
That's right.
It's 4 again.
It's a reason to give God thanks.
Yeah.
That's awesome.